So, welcome and good morning to Mega News. I'm Martin, one of the co-founders of Mega. I have invited today on our Mega News podcast update some members from my C-level team to actually give you some insights and explanation about where are Mega now in our journey, where are we heading. Peter, my dear partner, 1.5 years we have been building, and now we are here on what I see as a new beginning, new thing in the market we have been working so hard on. Can you tell me a little bit about Mega? Just some headlines. What is it actually we are building? Because there's a lot of AI voice bots out there. Everybody is talking about these different agents. There's what we are talking about, horizontal platforms and vertical platforms. A little bit about our background. Why did we choose collection, and why did we choose to be so vertical that we are today?
I think we very early decided to focus only on debt collection and go very, very deep into the vertical. And I think it's a really good use case for many reasons. For the first, the debt collection agencies or the enterprise that are doing debt collection have huge call centers. We both have a background from call center industry, so we really, really know both from an inbound and outbound perspective how that works. And we can really help optimizing the whole process. I think if you look at many of the tasks inside the call centers, we see a lot of repetitions. So it's a job where the attrition used to be high.
Can you try to give us a short update of where are we compliance wise? Why is that important, and where are we going? And after that, it's over to hear a little bit what Dr. Anders have created for us or prepared.
So I think compliance is kind of two things. So what I will talk about is our compliance frameworks, and then there's a lot of compliance inside the AI agents and how that works. And I think I would let Anders talk about that. But from our perspective, so what we need obviously as a baseline is our ISO 27001. And we have that in place right now. For all our US customers, we need a SOC 2, type 2, and we will have that within the next month probably.
Niels, here on the end of our little episodes today, onboarding is a big thing. Of course, we are onboarding multiple enterprise clients in these months here. And some of the things that I think where Mega stands out is we are not, as I said before, we are not a vendor. We want to be seen as a partner. Mm-hmm. Optimization of a campaign and how do we work with a client in that process, where you said just 2 minutes before we wrap up and finish, Niels, can you give the audience some insights on that also?
Yes, of course. Well, what we're thinking here at Mega is we don't want to just sell you a product and then let you play with it on your own. So we want to keep a contact, having weekly calls and iterate. We want to try and find out what worked in that first campaign that we ran. Can we do a split test, try out different voices, for instance? Right now we're doing a test with one of our clients where we are testing female voices versus male voices, and also testing how does it work like if we send out an SMS prior to the call versus not sending one. How does that help with the connection rate, for instance? So we're doing all of these little things over and over and over again until we get that super optimized product that really works for that specific campaign. And then we do that with all the different campaigns, because every campaign is different. And only having like a partnership like that, we get the results that we like, because we're not happy if you're not happy. It has to be a partnership.
Dr. Anders Øland, you have been building and building. We are now launching a new platform. Can you try to tell me a little bit about the thoughts behind that platform? Why was it important? You said something to the group a long time ago. We need to go this way. We need to guarantee our clients that when our bots or agents go live with conversation, it stick to what it needs to do. It never go out of scope. It always are compliant. Some of the elements, and we said, you turned and flipped everything a little bit around. Can you try to give us, the audience, a little bit about background about that journey and why, and then maybe show us a little bit what you have been building?
Of course, my pleasure. And obviously, as if you said already, it's a highly regulated space, so you need to be careful what you do. And that's a problem with AI. With these large language models, if you don't need to spend a lot of time following this whole area to realize that there's something called hallucinations or confabulation, right? That's a huge challenge.
Yeah.
And they might behave well 99% of the time or 99.9, but if you make 10 million calls, how many calls can you afford to make as a business where it says something racist or talks about weapons or something political or whatnot, right? I mean, I'm guessing not that many, right? So what I've seen in observed with our competitors that they like, oh, we have test suites now because hallucinations, so you can test it. And so what I decided to do with our AI agent is just let's just eliminate that. Let's just make it impossible for the agent to hallucinate, and that's what we
Yeah.
did. And that's a guarantee. And you can, any customer who wants to check this for themselves, they can send someone to audit our code and our system, and it will be very easy to show that this is in fact the case.
It does what it's supposed to do.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
some of the really important thing for all our clients, and something that you have been working in again, is important in our space.
Mhm.
Not necessarily if you do
No,
sales calls or customer
exactly,
service calls, but
exactly.
in our space, IDV, identification of the person you are calling to.
Hmm.
If I call you, Anders, I need to be sure that you are you and not your
Hmm.
brother that is picking up the phone. I am not allowed to state that you owe any money
Nope.
if it's not you. If I'm not certain that it's you,
Yeah.
how have you fixed that?
Well, so again, it goes back to the system being um, very controllable and sandboxed um, and scripted, right? So you can give us a script and we will implement that script and it will follow it completely. Whereas what our competitors are doing, which is a very sane thing to do, if you want to create AI voice agents for general purpose stuff,
Yeah.
right? That's not the business that we're in. But then what they do is basically you write a prompt and then you plug in someone talking on the phone and you transcribe it, and that's what's go. It's kind of like just chatting with ChatGPT, which most people have tried these days, right? And then whatever ChatGPT or the LLM spits out gets turned into speech audio sent back, and that's how it works, right? Great,
Yeah.
but everyone knows that this is extremely risky, and making that robust with that approach is impossible.
Anders, we're looking forward to hear what you have been doing with a live call now.
All right. Hello?
Hello, is this John?
Yeah.
I am Lisa from the Friendly Collection. Great. I'm Lisa from the Friendly Collection Agency calling on behalf of Acme Inc. This call will be recorded for quality and training purposes. Do you agree?
Why do you need to record it?
We record the call for quality and training purposes. Do you agree to recording this call?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you for agreeing. First, we need to verify your identity.
Excuse me.
Please tell me your full name. Yes?
Who are you calling from?
I am Lisa from the Friendly Collection Agency calling on behalf of Acme Inc. To proceed, we need to verify your identity. Please state your full name.
Okay, my full name is John Smith.
Sorry, but I need your full name, please.
Sorry, it's John Paul Smith.
Thank you for confirming your name. Please tell me your house number and street name.
Okay, I live on 5 Penn Avenue.
And what is your postcode?
That's 15206.
Thank you for confirming your address. Your outstanding balance with Acme Inc. is £245.50. Are you able to settle this amount today?
Excuse me, how much?
I'm sorry, £245.50. Are you able to settle this today?
I'm sorry, I can't. I just lost my job.
I completely completely understand. Another option is to split the payment into 4 monthly installments of £61.39, starting from next month. Would that work for you?
Could I get 10 installments?
I am only allowed to offer you 4 installments. Would you like to talk to a human representative about a different installment plan?
No.
Okay. Would you like to pay in full then?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you for
Very
agreeing
impressive,
to the
yeah.
installment plan. I will send you a text with a payment link shortly.
Okay.
Thank you so much and have a good rest of the day. Goodbye.
Bye.
Anders, wow. Yeah.